안녕하세요. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
Nice. Okay, welcome to MYVi today, and we are bringing you for a ride in a
Kia Picanto.
Picanto, a 2017
17-18 model.
Yeah.
The new refresh model with the new Kappa 2 engine, 1.2 or
1.2
liter inline 4.
How many horsepower?
It is 86 Fighter Striker.
No, 84.
84 Fighter Striker.
Yeah, it's not okay. It's not a lot of power. It's not a lot of horses.
But then it only weighs 840 kilograms.
Yeah, with 122 Newton meters of torque.
Yeah.
Torque.
And it's it exits very well. It comes out of exit very well at first gear, second gear. But it only has 4 gears. It's an automatic CVT.
Yep.
It's very smooth, but not many people like CVTs. However, it's very, very smooth. The gear changes are...
Yeah, I realized the other day when coming out from an exit junction or exiting a roundabout, it's actually quite nice. But if you want to pass a car or overtake a car, you have to plan ahead lah. Because you don't expect much from a 1.2 lah, but it's sufficient. It's sufficient for city driving. It's quite smooth. It's
very economical.
Yeah, it's very economical.
Long roads, it does hit the mark. Economy-wise, the consumption-wise, it does hit the mark. And if you drive gently, it's no problem.
So far, so good actually.
Yeah, I'm very impressed.
You like it?
It has the surprise, the
power to surprise.
Yes, Kia,
the power to surprise.
And it's very. It feels like a girl. I'm not saying that this is a girly car. I'm just saying that it feels like a girl. Everything is very light. You see, the throttle is very light. But if you do something wrong, you slam the brakes.
Oh my god!
It's very sensitive on the brakes.
Yeah.
Very sensitive. It's very jarring at times. For me, it takes a bit of time to get used to.
Braking performance, but in general, I would say it's good lah.
Yeah, it's good. It's very consistent. What do you think of the exterior?
The exterior. Fun fact. You know who's the designer? An Audi designer, you know.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh.
Peter Schreier or something like that.
Some German, huh?
I don't know. Peter is English, Schreier is I don't know.
Piotr.
But anyway, he's a Audi designer. He designed a kimchi car.
That's very
Korean kimchi.
Yeah, very interesting. But the design, the exterior design, it's quite pleasing. It's soft lines, very subtle look to it.
Yeah.
Very it's not fierce lah.
Yeah.
It's not fierce lah. What do you think of the interior of the car?
Interior of the car, I like the aircon vents, to be honest.
Yeah.
The aircon vent looks like some
nipples lah. Nipples. And one thing I like about it is that it clicks. It doesn't feel cheap, you know. Nothing in this. Yeah, it's plastic and stuff, but it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, for a segment kind of car, you don't expect a lot of leathers lah. But it's okay.
You get this stitching here. It gives you that tactile feel to it. The steering is thick.
Oh, I like the steering.
Yeah.
I love it.
There's no telescopic, but still, the sitting position is very well done.
I like the feel of the steering. When I sat in it the other day, when I had it for 2 days as well, when I was driving it, it feels like there's this illusion that you're driving 150,000 ringgit kind of car.
Yeah.
But you're not.
You're not. The size is just nice.
The size is nice.
The feel of it, but it is an electronic, as most cars are these days, and it feels a little bit muted. Muted. It doesn't have that feedback that a hydraulic would have, but
Okay.
it feels a bit muted, but it's comfortable. You know, it's comfortable. You know where the bumps are. There is feedback towards the driver, and
51,000 and then you get this stitching. My God.
Telling you, it's
really nice. It's really nice.
It's really good. I like the aircon vents, but there's one thing that I do not like, and that is this signal thing here.
Oh, the stalk.
Yeah, the stalk. Why I don't like it is because my finger's very short. I cannot really reach. It doesn't encourage me to signal when I'm driving. Cannot.
What do you mean? Does it encourage you to signal?
Some cars, like the Toyota, it really encourages you. It feels like, it feels nice to. First of all, most Toyotas are on the right side lah.
Yeah.
So my right-handed, dominant hand, easier.
Yeah.
On the left side, it's more European kan?
Yeah.
It's
true.
more European. So they're going for that kind of a market in a Korean car. Maybe it's the driving position. I don't know. But for me, I'm not a big fan of it being on the left side, and I'm not a big fan of how far it is for my left hand, my little finger to click. That's the one thing I'm not a big fan of. But
check this out. Yeah. It's really nice to have this.
Yeah. I like how it assists you.
This is where you turn.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm just turning my steering just for the fun of it. Oh my God. Yeah, turn.
With the new, there's a lot of safety features in this car. For example, there's 6 airbags, right?
Yeah, 6 airbags. You get 6 airbags in a very small compact car.
If you are starting off as a driver, like you're saying, for your kids, I think it's a very safe car to drive. I don't really like the A-pillars. I feel that it can prove as a blind spot, especially when you're coming out and there are motorbikes around. It tends to, when I'm driving, it tends to block out like my one quarter of my view is being blocked by those 2 A-pillars. But also it's because of the size. The size of the car, the dimensions of the car.
Yeah, because of the size of the car, the A-pillar looks a bit big lah.
Yeah, it's broad lah.
I can live with that lah.
You can live with that. Blind spot wise, not much lah actually.
Not much. Yeah.
So if you are in the market to start a Grab and this is an option for you, if I come in and sit down in a Picanto, the first thing I'll say, oh, screen so big
Oh yeah, the 7-inch floating screen.
It's very well designed, and the OS is very responsive. The touchscreen is very responsive.
It supports Apple CarPlay.
Exactly.
And Android Auto.
Exactly. I think a lot of cars nowadays don't even have that. New modern cars.
They have either one of it.
Either or, it doesn't have the whole thing. So I think it's a really good buy in terms of technology that you have. I really like the center console.
Yeah.
It has a jet plane kind of feel. The aircon vents, everything feels like turbines and things like that. It's a whole one design piece. I like the cup holders. You can even increase the size of it by pressing a button.
Actually, I wouldn't say increase the size, but it gives you an option to put a lot more stuff if you don't have any bottles to put. But after that, if you want to put 2 bottles, exactly. So cool.
It's really cool. And even though this is an automatic, I really like the gearbox. I mean the gear knob. The gear knob. And not just that, the buttons on the steering wheel, I can tell, it's easy for me to tell which one is volume up, which one is max, which one, it's very intuitive, it's intuitive, and I don't have the problem of accidentally pressing call when I'm trying to change my song. All in all, the steering is very well designed. From the feel of the steering, the stitching, the button layouts.
I still like this.
Yeah. But that for a moment, the issue of Korean cars in the market.
Yeah, the general perception of resale value of Korean cars are not very good, to be honest. But why would you even think of the resale value before you even buy the car? That some people will say like, hey, buy Korean car lah. Like for example, this one Picanto is good. What? For 51,000, then you get a lot of things.
Features,
You get a lot of features. Hey, but the resale value don't have for next time
Yeah, the resale value is in the future, but all cars are not an investment.
Technically not an investment unless you're buying top-notch cars like what the 1960s Ferrari kind of stuff. That's a different level. But
in conclusion, what do we think about the Kia Picanto? First of all, I think it's cute lah.
It is cute.
Aesthetic-wise, we're not gonna talk about aggressive styling, you know.
No, it's not. It's not aggressive.
But in terms of what it's trying to represent, a Picanto, a cute little car, I give it an 8 out of 10.
Would you buy this for your wife?
Yeah. So for you, exterior-wise, what's your
exterior-wise?
Looks-wise, interior, aesthetics-wise.
I love the lights. I like the lights. The lights, the day running lights, especially the front turn signals.
Oh yeah.
It's very cool. It's very sharp. It's like sharp.
Korean eyes lah.
Korean eyes, huh? I'm sorry, but
we're all Asian. Asian
all
people.
Asians.
Yeah.
And then I like the rear lights here. So the rear tail lamps.
Yeah,
when you hit the brakes or what,
it like looks at you. It like goes. So, what's your rating? What's your rating? Out of 10.
Out of 10 for the looks.
Looks, aesthetics.
For the looks, I'll give it a 7.
Why the 7? Why the 1 less than mine?
Huh?
I give 8.
Your name is Abner, my name is Chen. There's a difference. Okay?
Okay. Let's talk about the driving feel of it.
Driving feel. I will give the rating straight away.
Yeah.
8.
Oh, quite high also?
Quite high. Apart from the power, 8.
Why? Why? Is it because of the way
it feels solid? It feels really stable.
Yeah.
It's super stable.
I have driven this at 100 and it's still stable. It doesn't shake. It doesn't sway.
Maybe because it's because of the high
advanced high
strength steel.
The arse is very strong. That's a arse of steel lah. But yeah, I would give it a 7 because of the power. I like my power, but it's not. What do you think about it? 52k.
52k. I think it's not expensive. It's not expensive, but for 52k. To some people it might be a bit expensive for A segment car, but then again for 52k A segment cars you get B segment stuff. You get a lot of features that A segment cars does not give you.
Will never have.
Price range 7.
I would go about that. For me it's the 7's about right. I think it's a bit pricey lah, but then again the features that are being given that you have.
Yeah, I can't complain. I mean,
I just filled up the tank this morning.
30 liters.
28 liters.
Huh? From empty to full?
Yeah.
28 liters?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it lasts throughout the week. It is worth it. It is worth it. It's very fuel economical. I would give it an 8 out of 10 lah. 8 out of 10.
Well, you've driven it more than me, so I guess it's.
What do you think about the boot space? The boot space.
The boot space. It
the
can
trunk,
fit
the boot.
It can fit me. We will show you the example in a while. You can actually kidnap any of your friends who's getting married if they refuse to go out.
Go for a bachelor party, all that.
Try to escape. Kidnap them. It can actually fit. At the back. Alright, before we end the video, please click and subscribe and hit the notification button, the bell. Somewhere here, somewhere around.
I think there.
Yeah. So before we end also, we would like to thank Nazar Kia Malaysia Kuching for loading us this car and allowing us to experience what Kia A segment offers at this kind of price.
Very good. Alright, for more, please join us at Absorba Media.
Bye.